habits that attract success. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're diving deep into a truth many strive to understand, yet often overlook the habits that truly attract success. Now, success isn't just about money or power. It's about achieving a life that resonates with your values, one that makes you feel alive. And it all starts with the habits we carry in our hearts, minds, and daily actions. Success doesn't just come to those who desire it. It responds to those who prepare themselves for it. We're not just talking about doing more or working harder, but about transforming ourselves in ways that magnetize the very success we seek. Let's walk through 7 powerful habits that pave the way for a life of purpose, fulfillment, and yes, success. To attract true success, start by recognizing that it has to be defined on your own terms. Now, this isn't something someone else can dictate for you. It's something only you can feel and understand for yourself. In a world full of voices and expectations, it can be all too easy to get swept up in someone else's idea of what success should look like. But success is personal, intimate, and deeply tied to who you are at your core. This is about your life, your dreams, your values. Take a moment just for you and close your eyes. Imagine yourself not in the life you think you should want, but in the life that fills you with peace, purpose, and joy. What are you doing? Who are you surrounded by? How do you feel? This vision of success might surprise you. It might even challenge what you thought you were striving for. But know this, that feeling is real and it's yours to hold. To truly define success on your terms, you have to begin by shedding the layers of external expectations, the ones that tell you how much money, fame, or power you need to be somebody. Maybe success for you isn't about climbing the corporate ladder. Maybe it's about starting your own venture, spending more time with family, traveling, or creating art that speaks to your soul. And that's okay. Success doesn't look the same for everyone, and it doesn't have to. When you define success for yourself, you're creating a life built on a foundation of values, not someone else's checklist. Success on your terms means honoring what brings you fulfillment, even if that looks different from what society considers successful. It's about living a life that feels true to who you are, not just what you're expected to be. This is an act of courage. It takes courage to let go of the shoulds and embrace the wants, but in doing so, you unlock a kind of freedom, a joy, a sense of purpose that radiates from within. You no longer live to impress others, you live to impress yourself, to wake up each day feeling proud of the life you've built and grateful for the person you're becoming. When you can stand in that truth unapologetically, you're embodying a success that no one can take from you. It's a success that doesn't just come and go, but one that grows and deepens as you live in alignment with your most authentic self. And let me tell you, when you find that, it's a kind of success that resonates far beyond any title, any paycheck, any applause. So today I invite you to ask yourself, what does success mean to me? And when you answer, be brave enough to honor that answer. Be brave enough to build a life that at the end of the day feels like yours and yours alone. Because when you define success on your terms, you don't just attract success, you attract peace, fulfillment, and a life worth every single moment. Building unshakable self-discipline is about committing to the best version of yourself and holding that vision close, even on the days when motivation fades, distractions creep in, and challenges arise. It's about creating habits that ground you, routines that guide you, and a focus that is so fierce that you simply won't give up, no matter how hard things get. Self-discipline starts with a decision to show up consistently, to keep going, and to honor your goals with everything you've got. This isn't something that just comes naturally for most of us, it's a practice. Think of it as a muscle, one that grows stronger with every choice, every sacrifice, and every moment you choose your goals over temporary comfort. But here's the secret: each time you make the decision to push through, you're building resilience, determination, and the kind of inner strength that no one can take from you. Now, self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself or depriving yourself of joy. It's about aligning your actions with your highest intentions. It's about setting boundaries, not just with the outside world, but with yourself. It's learning to say no to what pulls you away from your purpose and yes to what brings you closer to it. You might have to say no to staying up late, no to a few nights out, no to distractions that derail your progress. But in return, you're saying yes to a future that's aligned with the vision you hold in your heart. And let me tell you, when you have self-discipline, you are unstoppable. Success doesn't come from talent alone, it comes from consistency, from a willingness to show up over and over, especially when no one is watching. It's not about grand gestures, it's about the small, consistent choices you make every single day that add up to something profound. Every act of self-discipline is a vote for the person you want to become. It's those early mornings, those focused hours, those moments when you choose growth over comfort. They may not feel glamorous and they won't always be easy, but they're the very building blocks of a life lived with intention. Over time, those acts of self-discipline create a rhythm, a flow that becomes second nature. You're no longer just chasing success, you're attracting it because you've become someone who's ready to receive it. Now, I'm not saying there won't be times when you feel like giving up, when it feels like you're making sacrifices that no one else understands. But in those moments, remember why you started. Remember the vision, the dream, the calling that brought you here. When self-discipline gets tough, lean into the fact that each choice you make in alignment with your goals is another step closer to the life you envision. And that life, the one that's calling to you, is worth every bit of sacrifice, every moment of perseverance, every ounce of discipline. So build that self-discipline like a muscle, step by step, day by day. You'll discover a strength within you that is unbreakable, a power that can withstand anything, and a resolve that knows no limits. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about persistence, about honoring your path, and about making a commitment to yourself that you're ready to step into your greatness no matter what. And when you do, there's nothing that can keep you from the success that's meant for you. Cultivating a growth mindset is about opening yourself up to the full range of life's possibilities and embracing challenges as opportunities for transformation. It's about choosing to see every experience, the successes and the setbacks, as stepping stones in your journey. A growth mindset says, I am not done yet. I am still learning, still evolving, and I am not afraid to grow. When you have a growth mindset, you're not limited by what others say or by what you think you already know. You understand that your potential is not fixed, it's expansive and ever evolving. The beauty of a growth mindset is that it invites you to be curious, to take risks, and to step outside of your comfort zone. It's the willingness to say, yes, I'm willing to try. Yes, I'm willing to fall down, to get back up, and to try again. Because every single failure, every stumble holds the seed of a lesson that can propel you forward. Imagine you're on a journey and along the way there are hills, valleys, storms, and sunshine. A growth mindset helps you see the value in all of it. Instead of being deterred by the hills, you learn to climb them. Instead of fearing the valleys, you discover the peace they bring. When the storms hit, you learn resilience. And in the sunshine, you learn gratitude. Life will challenge you, that's inevitable. But with a growth mindset, those challenges become teachers rather than roadblocks. And here's the secret: when you choose growth, you invite success. You make room for possibilities that a fixed mindset can't even imagine. A growth mindset is the difference between saying, I'm not good at this, and saying, I'm not good at this yet. It's that little word yet that makes all the difference. It means you're willing to learn, to develop, and to believe that with time and effort, you'll become what you aspire to be. Think of every challenge as a gift, a hidden opportunity to strengthen your skills, to deepen your wisdom, to fortify your spirit. It's easy to be confident when things are going well, but true growth happens in the tough moments when you decide to stay in the game, to keep pushing forward, to rise each time you fall. That's when you build a foundation that no setback can shake, a belief in yourself that no one can take away. Now, adopting a growth mindset doesn't mean pretending everything's perfect or avoiding failure. No, it means embracing the process, the messy, beautiful, sometimes uncomfortable process of becoming. It means letting go of the need to be right and instead embracing the need to learn. It means forgiving yourself for the mistakes and knowing that each one is a stepping stone on your way to something greater. A growth mindset empowers you to take risks because you understand that you're never truly starting from zero. You have experience, wisdom, and resilience backing you up. And when things don't go as planned, you don't see it as an end, you see it as a new beginning, an opportunity to approach the situation with fresh eyes and renewed courage. So I encourage you to live with a growth mindset. Embrace every experience, welcome every challenge, and believe in your power to adapt, to learn, and to grow. Because in the end, success isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about who you become along the way. A growth mindset will lead you to discover strength, creativity, and potential within yourself that you never even knew existed. And when you live with that kind of open-hearted, resilient spirit, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Practicing gratitude daily is one of the most transformative habits you can build. Gratitude has this beautiful way of shifting your entire outlook, of helping you see the beauty in the ordinary, and of reminding you that life is filled with blessings even in the smallest moments. It's about taking time each day to pause, to reflect, and to say thank you not just for the big wins, but for the little things we often overlook. Now, gratitude isn't just a reaction to getting what we want, it's a decision to appreciate what we already have. It's easy to get wrapped up in wanting more, achieving more, or reaching that next level of success. And yes, there's a place for ambition. But if you're always looking forward to the next thing without appreciating the here and now, you'll miss out on the richness of life. Practicing gratitude daily grounds you, helps you savor each moment, and brings a deep sense of contentment that radiates into everything you do. Imagine starting each day with a heart full of appreciation. Before you even get out of bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. Maybe it's the sound of your loved ones laughing, the warmth of a morning coffee, or the support of a friend who's always there for you. These might seem small, but they are what make life beautiful. And as you begin to appreciate these gifts, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, more at peace, and more connected to the world around you. Gratitude opens your heart, and it shifts your perspective in ways that are truly powerful. When challenges come your way, and you'll notice that gratitude has given you a different lens through which to view them. Instead of asking, why me, you begin to ask, what can I learn from this? You start to recognize that even in hardship, there's an opportunity for growth, for resilience, for transformation. This is the power of gratitude. It allows you to hold both the joys and the challenges of life with grace. A daily gratitude practice doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to write a novel every morning or meditate for hours. Just a few minutes each day, a journal entry, a thought, a moment of silence is all it takes to reframe your mind and fill your spirit. Gratitude isn't about ignoring life's difficulties or pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing to focus on what's good, even when life feels tough. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes to see blessings everywhere you look. And here's something extraordinary: gratitude creates abundance. The more you appreciate, the more you attract to be grateful for. It's like a ripple effect. Your gratitude invites more goodness, more joy, more opportunities into your life. When you're grateful, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready to receive, that you recognize the beauty of what you have, and that you're open to more. So start today. Every morning or evening, take a moment to reflect on what you're thankful for. Speak it out loud, write it down, or simply feel it in your heart. Let gratitude be the foundation of your day, the anchor that keeps you grounded in joy, in appreciation, and in love. Because when you practice gratitude daily, you're not only enriching your own life, you're creating a ripple that spreads warmth, kindness, and positivity to everyone around you. And as you make gratitude a part of who you are, you'll find that your journey through life becomes more fulfilling, more peaceful, and more rewarding. Gratitude is a gift, one that grows each time you give it. And with it, you'll attract a life overflowing with blessings, beauty, and joy. Investing in lifelong learning is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It's a commitment to staying curious, to evolving, and to expanding your mind and heart. Lifelong learning is not just about picking up new facts or skills. It's about embracing growth as a way of life, knowing that there's always more to understand, more to explore, and more ways to become the person you're meant to be. When you commit to learning, you're keeping your spirit alive. You're saying, I am not done growing. I am still here to discover more, to refine my craft, to deepen my wisdom in a world that changes constantly. This kind of mindset keeps you adaptable, resilient, and open to new possibilities. The truth is, life itself is the greatest teacher. Every experience, every person you meet, every triumph, and every challenge has something to teach you if you're willing to learn. Investing in lifelong learning means seeking out experiences, not just sitting in a classroom. It's about reading that book you've been curious about, signing up for that course, or trying something new, even if it scares you a little. It could mean learning from a mentor, sharing insights with a friend, or simply observing the world around you with an open heart and mind. It's about seeing every day as an opportunity to be enriched, to be stretched, and to grow. Imagine the impact of living with this kind of openness. When you're a lifelong learner, you become more aware, more empathetic, more understanding. You're no longer bound by the limits of what you know right now, because you're constantly expanding, constantly asking, what else is there? What more can I bring into my life and into the lives of others? And when you bring that energy into the world, you inspire those around you to do the same. Learning isn't just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to everyone you interact with. Let's talk about failure for a moment. Failure isn't the end of the road, it's part of the journey. When you're dedicated to learning, you understand that every mistake is simply a lesson in disguise. You're not afraid to stumble because you know that each stumble makes you wiser, stronger, and more prepared for what's next. Lifelong learners aren't deterred by obstacles, they're invigorated by them because they know that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you're willing to step outside of what's familiar and dare to embrace the unknown. And here's something magical about investing in learning: it builds confidence. Knowledge empowers you, equips you, and gives you a foundation upon which to build your dreams. When you know more, you feel more capable. You start to realize that there's no situation, no challenge too great that you can't navigate, adapt to, and ultimately conquer. You're constantly adding to your toolkit, preparing yourself for whatever life may bring. So don't ever let yourself believe that you've arrived or that you know everything you need to know. Embrace the journey. Dive into books, surround yourself with people who inspire you, engage in conversations that challenge you, and be willing to reinvent yourself as often as necessary. This is how you keep your life vibrant, purposeful, and full of meaning. When you invest in lifelong learning, you're creating a life that is not only successful but deeply fulfilling. You're building a legacy of curiosity, resilience, and wisdom that will carry you through every season. And in the end, you'll look back and realize that each lesson, each experience has been a priceless piece of a beautiful, ever-evolving journey. That's the power of lifelong learning. It's a journey that never truly ends, but only gets richer and more rewarding along the way. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is one of the most transformative choices you can make for your life. The people you keep close, the voices you listen to, and the energies you allow into your space shape you in profound ways. When you intentionally choose to be around those who uplift, inspire, and encourage you, you're making a powerful investment in your own well-being, growth, and success. This is about creating a circle that amplifies your best qualities and believes in your potential, even when you're struggling to see it yourself. Positive influences act like mirrors that reflect back your own strength, resilience, and value. They are the ones who remind you of who you are, and more importantly, who you can become. These are people who lift you up, celebrate your wins, and stay by your side when life gets tough. They don't let you settle or shrink. Instead, they challenge you to stretch, to grow, and to keep pushing forward. When you're surrounded by people like this, you become braver, more resilient, and more willing to step into your own greatness. But surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just about avoiding negativity. It's about filling your space with energies that bring out the best in you. Think about the people who make you feel alive, the ones who believe in you even when you're uncertain, and who inspire you simply by being who they are. Those are the influences that fuel your spirit. And when you have that kind of energy around you, you begin to see yourself differently. You start to realize that you too are capable of greatness, that you too have something valuable to offer. This also means letting go of relationships that drain you, hold you back, or make you doubt yourself. Sometimes the toughest part of surrounding yourself with positive influences is recognizing that some people, no matter how much we care for them, are not aligned with where we're headed. It's about having the courage to say, I deserve to be surrounded by love, support, and encouragement, even if that means stepping away from relationships that no longer serve you. Letting go isn't easy, but it's necessary if you want to create space for something better. Positive influences aren't just limited to people. They can also be the books you read, the media you consume, the thoughts you entertain. Everything you allow into your mind and heart affects your energy, your confidence, and your outlook on life. So choose carefully. Surround yourself with content that inspires you, words that elevate you, and messages that remind you of your worth. Fill your world with things that remind you of the beauty of your journey and the endless possibilities that lie ahead. And let's not forget the importance of being a positive influence yourself. When you lift others up, encourage them, and show kindness, you're contributing to a cycle of positivity that not only transforms their lives, but yours as well. Positivity is contagious, and when you bring that light to others, it grows even brighter within you. Becoming a source of encouragement and support for those around you strengthens your own belief in the power of positivity and creates an environment where everyone can thrive. So build that circle of positive influences and cherish it. Seek out people who make you feel valued, who celebrate your wins and hold you steady during your losses. Make time for those who bring out your joy, who fuel your dreams, and who remind you of the incredible potential within you. And remember, being surrounded by positivity isn't just about feeling good. It's about stepping into your highest potential with the support of those who genuinely want to see you win. With the right people and the right energy around you, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your dreams become more attainable, your path clearer, and your spirit stronger. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is like planting seeds of greatness in every part of your life. And those seeds will grow into a legacy of resilience, success, and joy. Taking action with intention and purpose is a powerful choice that can transform every aspect of your life. It's the difference between simply going through the motions and moving forward with a clear vision. When you approach life with intention, you're not just reacting to the world, you're creating your own path. Every step you take becomes meaningful, and every goal becomes part of a larger purpose that is uniquely yours. Living with intention means knowing who you are and what truly matters to you. It requires you to be honest with yourself about what you want from life, beyond what others might expect or define for you. It's about asking yourself, what am I here to do? What values do I want to live by? What legacy do I want to leave behind? And once you have those answers, you begin to take action from a place of clarity and strength. You're no longer swayed by distractions or the opinions of others because you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Taking action with purpose doesn't mean you'll always feel certain or confident about the outcome. It means you're willing to put your heart and soul into each step, trusting that the journey itself will bring you closer to your dreams. Purpose-driven action is about commitment. It's about saying, I'm going to show up for myself and my goals, no matter what. And when you operate from that kind of resolve, obstacles become challenges to learn from, not reasons to quit. You start to see every experience, every setback, as an opportunity to grow and refine your vision. There's a strength that comes from taking action with intention. You start to realize that you're not just waiting for life to happen, you're creating it one choice at a time. It's about being present, mindful, and deeply connected to the purpose behind each decision. When you live this way, your actions become more focused and your energy becomes more powerful because you're no longer wasting it on things that don't align with your vision. Instead, you're channeling it into what truly matters, and that's when you start to see the real, lasting impact of your efforts. Taking purposeful action also invites a deeper sense of fulfillment. There's a special kind of joy that comes from knowing that every step you're taking is moving you closer to your dreams, that you're building a life that is not only successful but meaningful. Purposeful action isn't just about reaching a destination, it's about loving the journey because you know it's rooted in something real, something that resonates with your soul. And let's talk about courage, because taking action with intention requires it. It's easy to let fear, self-doubt, or uncertainty keep you stuck, but when you're connected to a purpose, you find the courage to push through. You start to realize that your dreams are worth the discomfort, the vulnerability, the risk. Purpose becomes the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when the path isn't clear or the journey feels long. It's that inner knowing that whispers, keep going, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So I encourage you to live with intention. Be mindful of what you're putting your energy into and ask yourself if it aligns with the life you want to create. Surround yourself with purpose and let it guide you. Because when you act with intention, every decision, every effort, every moment becomes part of something larger. You start to build a life that's not just filled with accomplishments, but with meaning, with joy, and with impact. Taking action with intention and purpose allows you to become the architect of your own destiny. It's about being brave enough to say, this is my life, and I'm going to live it on my own terms, driven by my own vision. And when you approach life this way, you'll find that the journey becomes as beautiful and rewarding as the destination itself. Building habits that attract success isn't about checking off boxes or following someone else's formula. It's about honoring who you are, defining success on your own terms, and choosing to live each day with purpose, resilience, and gratitude. When you build self-discipline, cultivate a growth mindset, invest in learning, and surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you, you're laying the foundation for a life of true fulfillment. Remember, success is not just about what you achieve, but how you grow, how you contribute, and how you show up in the world. So take action with intention, embrace the journey with gratitude, and trust that every step forward is bringing you closer to the life you envision. By living in alignment with your highest values and vision, you're not only creating a successful life, you're creating a meaningful one. And that, in the end, is the most powerful success of all.